Yo, what up, team? Yo, Food Punch Sabi here, and we are here with some more Kagetsu Tohya. So, let's continue on the story. Last time we found about Kouma becoming, becoming a red demon god. So, let's see what's this. Character personal data, number 4. Hisaway, March 12th is her birthday. She's blood type B. I actually have the information too. Because, the art book, not because... Well, I mean, it's in the wiki too, I think. Alright, let's get to day 33. We just finished the Red Demon God, so we're going to continue with day 33. Alright, so we are going to stay at the mansion. Right, skip. And then I'll go to Akiya room. Skip. And then, no wait, disturbing a nap isn't good. Last time we disturbed Akiya nap, I think she was like changing her clothes, so let's not disturb her nap. But what do I get if I disturb her nap? ... I can't think of anything good to come out of it. How should I put this? There's nothing but demerits here for me. I logically think it through and find myself putting myself in an unnecessarily dangerous position. What kind of childish things am I thinking about? Must be really out of it. I'll just go rest in my room. Dang. Oh well. Let's go rest. I think that's it. Alright. Well. Help Kohaku-san. Interesting. Oh! This is where we got the second key. So we can start. Huh? Searching through my pockets to find a key. A key? Yeah, a key. 2 of them, too. I don't know when I got them, but these are definitely the key to the safe. I think we could simply open it now. Now that it's time to open it up, I still feel a little nervous. Great! Shiki-san is really great. Perfect! Let's quickly open this up and get it over with. Kohaku-san, on the other hand, doesn't think as negatively as I do, it seems. Shiki-san? What's the matter? You're not saying anything? No. How do I say this? Will it be okay to open it? It's been closed for 8 years. Then maybe it's something we shouldn't know about. No, it's not anything like that. I actually have a vague idea of what's inside the safe. Oh? Then did you watch as this safe was closed 8 years ago? No, I didn't directly watch it. There's something I have been looking for a while, but it's nowhere in the mansion. If it is, this would be the place. Then it's not been thrown out or anything. Yes, Makihisa-sama didn't allow me to look at it, but since he was kind, he wouldn't throw it away like that. Is that so? Then I'll open it. But please don't be disappointed if there's nothing inside. There are more hidden safes apart from this one. This mansion is, after all, big and mysterious. Yes, I'm taking all that into account. You're kind, Shiki-san. Okay, well, I'll open it. Here. And here. I put the keys into their places. Click, click, creak. With the sound of disused machinery, the safe easily unlocks. For a while, we're both silent. Kohaku-san, here. No, you found the keys. You should open it. Kohaku-san faces a little frozen. Probably because she's nervous. Kohaku-san said that it would be in here, so it must be. If it's not inside, then whatever she's looking for isn't in the mansion anymore. Okay then, here I go. Kohaku-san wordlessly nods. The plain, undecorated doors opens. At first glance, the safe is empty. The inside is wholly empty and looks new. But when I look at it, there's one thing. Just a picture? One picture. But it seems enough to grab Kohaku-san's attention because she stares at it intently. Oh, what the? It's kind of sweet, bro. Isn't that Shiki and Akiya? I catch myself letting out an uncontrolled shout. I thought it was gonna be like a diary or something. It's kind of sweet. The old picture definitely shows me and Akiya when we were younger. How many years is this? The inner core illuminated by the sunlight, penetrating through the leaves. I guess we could show it, right? There you go. Shiki and Akiya. The boy and the girl who used to go everywhere, every day. A magical act exchanged when we still hadn't recognized each other as significant. What does that mean? When we still hadn't recognized each other as significant? Even then, it's a little embarrassing. Even though we were so young, we did exchange a kiss, and I didn't know it would be immortalized in a picture. Well, even so, it is extremely precious on its own. I can't show it to Akiya even I die, but it definitely is precious. Come on, bro, just show it to Akiya. Kaku-san, the only thing in here is this, so I didn't find anything else. But I can't say that. I'm happy to find a picture, but the thing Kaku-san was looking for is... No, this was the answer. I was searching for that picture. Huh? It's as I thought. There was a picture from that time. I'm satisfied knowing that it's still here. Kaku-san smiles as usual as she says that. Then that picture is Shiki-san. I wouldn't be a proper owner. And it's embarrassing to show it to Akiya-sama, right? So please keep it in your possession. I'll receive it if you give it to me. Is it okay, Kaku-san? You've been looking for this all this time. Yes, the thing I was looking for, whether that picture existed or not. I was looking for the scenery I kept seeing in my dream, so I don't think I have the right to own that picture. It's something you must have. Is that so? Then I won't refuse. Okay then. Excuse me, it's about time for me to go prepare dinner. Okay. Please prepare something delicious today too. Huh. Yeah. Something happy happened, so I'll try my best tonight. Kaku-san trots out of the room. I am left with the picture from my younger days. But why was Kaku-san looking for such a picture? I guess I'll never find out. I put my boyish memories in my pocket and head out of the room, containing the safe. Mansion sunset. Are we gonna have a unique dinner if we eat dinner? Then nothing unique happened. So we just got the picture. Something that I'm forgetting. What is gonna forget? Remember like everything, right? I guess Len probably. In other words, the only thing I'm forgetting is one thing. It was an accident. Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, an accident. On my way to school, I was hit by a truck and got injured somehow. And unconscious I was. Transported to the hospital. And so if this is a dream, I'm sleeping in a hospital? Oh, the twist. I thought Ark slapped him in the back of his head. But I think Shiki got ran over by a truck. So he's in a hospital right now. I feel faint. It's no surprise. Anyone would feel faint if he realized that he's in a hospital, unconscious after a car crash. Then the child is trying very hard to continue this dream. Now that I realize it, there's not much to do. It's not that I can't get out of this repeating dream, but that I can't open my eyes. So I forget that I was in an accident and kept on dreaming. This is bad. That means I can't wake up from my dream. I can't find out the physical condition of reality Tohno Shiki. But seeing that I'm repeating days many tens of times, I might already be in a vegetative state at worst. What's this? Like something on my lips, sorry. I don't think that's it either. Somehow it doesn't click. Tohno Shiki was in an accident. That's true, but I don't know what happened afterwards. And since I don't know, I can't say anything definitive. Fatigue comes as usual. Today's thinking is over for now. I'll be in a blank page tomorrow again. But can that be? I didn't expect an answer, so I ask her. Of course, there's no answer. The bell rings and my consciousness falls quickly into the darkness. In that moment, between sleep and unconsciousness, I finish muttering my question. But Black Cat-san, What's that accident, a big one? Dude got ran over by a truck. Repeat again. Dang, is he gonna die? I hope not. I hope he lives. That would suck if he dies. Because wasn't like arc good ending like the only ending where it's kind of okay? I guess besides CL, good ending. Anyway, calm down. Yeah, we calm down. So that was day 33. You found an old picture. I wonder what picture, how significant that picture's gonna be. And we find out why Shiki's dreaming. I honestly thought Arc slapped him in the back of his head, but nah, he got ran over by a truck, it seems. Oh well. Alright, so we're going to 34. Day 34. We're gonna go to school. And then we're going to Arc apartment. We're going to ask Arc. Chat with Arc a little more. No, we didn't ask Arc anything. Steal some from Senpai. Right. Lunch is almost over. The students in the hallway are chatting dangerously close to the start of the 5th period. Walking down the hallway amidst the sound of laughter makes me loosen up a bit too. Bright sunlight and a peaceful scenery. An atmosphere where I can easily greet anyone I know, friendly and simply. The day goes on without any major changes. Other things are half happy, a little sad, and afterwards is boredom. The cycle continues, not knowing an end. For some reason recently, one could say that this balance is weird. Sadness is relatively rare, and only happy things are noticeable. It feels like the best day of my lifetime. I must be torturing myself unnecessarily. I'm fearing that it would return to normal, when I should be joined that day. That's right. If I'm afraid of misfortune after happiness, I should at least try my best to enjoy the happiness, even though it may just be someone's perfect dream. Dang, he's aware. Suddenly, dream? I feel like I'm remembering something extremely important. I don't remember yesterday. I thought that at first. It was yesterday that I realized it was a mistake. But I don't remember yesterday. But there's nothing that can be brought back to memory. Realizing that paradox always happened at the end. It's probably already realized it. After thinking hard, opening my eyes, then not remembering. This must be. I feel a little nauseous. Nausea like that caused by staring at the television for many hours. The scene. Yeah. Oh shoot. You think he's slowly remembering? I think he's slowly becoming aware now. Alright, let's go to class. Dang. Now what? So we go out to the streets. And then we're gonna go to Arc Place. Arrive at Arc apartment. Being read by the sunset makes it look special. Now that I think about it, there hasn't been an evening like this before. Sunset always came on the hill. The image of looking at the sunset from a high ground afar. Maybe it's something that I don't have myself, but something created by the child. Then must be getting near. Maybe her powers are coming to its limit, but I can think clearly much more often now. Alright, if I don't seize this chance, there may not be another. As long as I remember her clearly, I have to get advice from someone who knows her well. Art, tell me about familiars. Familiars? I don't really care, but why all of a sudden? You adamantly said that you didn't have any interest in such things. It's just that the situation changed a little. Oh, and please cut out all the parts that are hard to understand and make it easy in session. No, maybe that's a little too much. Don't leave them out. Please make it as easy to understand as possible. Even you say that, I don't really know much myself either. I just brought Len. My knowledge about familiars is basic. That's perfect. Please tell me. Okay. Then where should I start? Arc looks happy. Even though the content might be a little off, she's always happy to talk. Firstly, what is a familiar? Answering that question first, she would be appreciated. Okay then, I'll start with the type of familiars. A familiar is a magus helper, but it's essentially different from a maid or a slave. A familiar is a part of a magus, and it's also something that represents the magus. A part? Right, Nero familiar were Nero himself, but all other magi like that too? Do they carry them in their body? Nero was special. A familiar shares a mental and physical connection with the master, but regular masters can't form an equal connection with every one of them like Nero. In other words, magi don't come out. Their first priority is taking their sorcery into the realm of magic, and they don't have time for other things. But when something urgently requires their attention, then they send their familiars as ambassadors. They don't have specified roles, like spying or patrolling or assassinating, but they adopt their roles using the algorithm to faithfully mimic what its owner would do. First-rate familiars are those who can act on their own without the master's will. Sorry, but I don't really understand. Tell me something simpler. Like for example, your familiar is a black cat. But was it originally a black cat? Len? Len's a combination of a human spirit and the corpse of a cat. Right, then I should explain that to you first, Shiki. Listen carefully. Familiars are life forms not within the normal system. Magi need a part of themselves, but that part doesn't need the part to think and act exactly like them. What they need is something that has about the same level of rationale and reasoning, but can't think independently. That way, they can act as a teacher and have the familiar to be a teacher to them too. It's better to discover new things that way, and it also makes it easier for them to realize their own mistakes. That's fine, but it's very difficult to make a human and maintain it. So they usually use small animals for this part. They prepare a container for the reason, and the container usually is a cat or a dog. And so they prepare the corpse of a small animal and human lingering mind. Someone else lingering mind. It's easier if you use the mind of a dead person the world still remembers. Since the mind has just left the body, it's easier to put the personality in a new container. Now the master needs to prepare the small animal corpse so that it can move, and adds onto it so that it can become a part of him. Usually it's blood, hair, an eye, or other parts of the body that contain strong magic circuits that get put into the animal. With that, the connection is established between the masters and the familiar. The familiar now possesses a magic circuit it didn't have before. The revived animal is no longer an animal at this point, but an individual in life limited to the magus lifespan. But the thing to keep in mind is that it's not reviving a dead person. It's strictly using the parts left behind to combine other parts, so it doesn't transcend into the realm of magic. And the familiar starts acting for the master in a busy outside world, and before long, it becomes the symbol of the magus. Well, there are some that are definitely against it, and in those cases, they might use already living things as familiars, although they became magical monsters that resemble us more. In other words, that child is a black cat, and also a girl. One can't tell which one comes first. Using the parts of someone who's passed away, but it's not considered reviving the dead, just merely putting another life in. It's more exactly giving than putting in. Familiars can work off of common nutrition, but they soon become infeasible. Since they are grafted with magic circuit, they could certainly use sorcery, but they lack the ability to regenerate mana. For example, it's like a light bulb. You can't turn it on without electricity, and that electricity flows out of the magus. If the familiar doesn't get supplied by the master, it cannot perform magic and will soon die. Oh! You know, this actually kind of makes sense to me now, right? Because when I think of familiars, I think of Fate Stay Night. You know, the master and servants relationship. It is kind of like that, right? Because if the servant doesn't get magic, you know, he'll die. So I kind of understand that now. And you did need a catalyst too, huh? That's pretty cool. So a familiar without a master is dead. It's essentially a life form maintained by the master. Its dying is only natural. The power of nature, says Ark. It's different from a cat without an owner. A familiar without an owner doesn't exist. But one like Len, who has a little bit of demonic nature, can make another contract to live on. Len's active life is short, but she was made a long time ago. So she's growing as a familiar, but also an animal spirit. In addition, the Magus who created Len was extraordinary, so Len has much lasting potential. I let out a sigh of relief after that comment. I don't know her situation, but since she's Ark familiar, she's already found a new owner. Excuse me. You know, I'm gonna get ahead of myself. In back, Melty Blood. There's another girl called White Len, right? She's like Len, but all white, and she talks. She has a man. Nanaya and her relationship is kind of weird, right? Is Nanaya under contract with her, or she's under contract with Nanaya? I can't even tell anymore, bro. Well, not anymore, but I could never tell. Whatever, let's keep going. That was off topic, my bad. Shiki, why are you making such a kind face all of a sudden? Nah, there's nothing. I was just relieved. If you asked the master, I thought that a familiar could live a long time. Why? I'm not Len's owner. Huh? I'm just taking care of Len. I don't need a familiar. And plus, she's a spirit of nature. Since I'm of the same type, there's no way we can form a contract. Oh. What the hell? How did you send Len into Shiki dreams? You think they made that contract when Shiki had that wet dream? Damn. Well, hold on. What does that mean? Len still doesn't have an owner. Well, she don't. There are lots of people who want to use an excellent familiar like Len for evil purposes. So I'm just taking care of her until she finds a new master. What? Is that? There's something really contradictory. And that's weird. Then how's the familiar still alive? Doesn't it die when mana supply from the master is cut off? But Len's a dream demon. She can replenish mana on her own without a master. She doesn't actually need to form a contract. But I don't know why she never acts on her own. If she doesn't receive blood or another form of energy, she'll probably disappear, but I don't think she's stolen it yet. She's so weak she can barely move around now. What? Disappear? That's code, Ark. If she doesn't act on her own, why don't you order her? Huh? You were the one who told me to not abuse a familiar. Or is it okay to just randomly change someone's dreams to save Len? Oh, fuck! Bruh! He said that because she sent Len. She sent Len to Shiki to give him the wet dream. And Shiki was like, bruh, don't do that ever again. But you know Ark goddamn common sense, right? She got no common sense. She's like, oh, Shiki said you can't do that ever again, Len. Sorry, I can't order you to do that. I'm like, damn, bro. So she gonna let Len starve to death. It is technically Shiki's fault. He did probably told Ark. I think he told Ark that after the wet dream in the main game. So in the main game, Shiki technically came in contact with Len. That's how he had that wet dream, right? And then Ark was like giggling, as like, haha, how do you like my present? Shiki was like, what the hell? What kind of present is that? So who did you dream of? Haha, haha, giggle, giggle. God dang it. And he was like, Ark, don't do that ever again. Ark was like, alright, I guess I won't do that again. And then, because she didn't do that ever again, Len died. God damn, bro. What the hell? Dang. How did she live all this time? Cool. I definitely got mad at that before. Yeah, that was doing the main Tsukihime story. Dang, that one little thing. The one little thing, see, you can't tell Arc stuff, right? You gotta be very serious with her most of the time. Not all the time. Okay, 90% of the time, 99% of the time. She'll take it with face value, bro. Not face value, but she'll take it wholeheartedly. I think that's the word I'm looking for. She'll take it to heart. So, a while ago, Arc sent me to the Dream Familiar as a reward and made my dream an unspeakably ridiculous dream. I told you, bro, the wet dream. It's the wet dream, dude. That's when we first came in contact with Len. After that, I put my foot down so that she should never do such a thing again. And because he put his foot down, Len dying now. That's messed up. That's the only time I use Len. If there's a next time, it'll be when you're in serious trouble. For example, if you're hurt, then I can't do anything, but Len might have a way. If there's a situation where your mind might die before your body does, then Len, who can't control dreams, will be the ideal savior. Well, although she'll disappear first because she doesn't have the source of mana. When I get hurt? What do you mean? I can't tell you any more than that. Arc turns her eyes away, and afterwards she wouldn't reply to any of my questions. Dang, Arc saved his life. I plop into my bed. All the lights of the mansions are off. Usually it becomes my world around this time, but I don't have much energy today. Arc explained. The black cat is still alone and doesn't move on its own. And then became so weak that it might disappear. Not knowing at what to be mad, I firmly grasped my sheet. Its world has started to collapse. The reason is simple. If this is my dream, then the real Tohno Shiki is dying outside. And to stop that, the child is running. She was trying to trap me into this repetition. Rather, she was trying to save me from meeting tomorrow and dying. But even that is as limit. Without a source of mana, death is searching for her. To let me live in oblivious happiness, she's shorting her own life. A bell rings. And drowsiness visits once again. I can tell she's working hard, but now is getting mad. I'm getting mad at the perfection. The trick has been found out. She doesn't need to make me sleep once I start having doubts and questioning the world. Okay, do I see well? But I'm going to do whatever I can. The moment I talk to the darkness, my consciousness sinks. The only thing I can do now. There is only one thing. If you're trying to best to not let this world collapse, I only need to put an end to those who are trying to destroy it. Kouma. We're going to kill Kouma. Repeats again. Dang, Len. I wonder who's going to be her master. Right? If there's only one way to save her, is to become her master. Who can it be? Can it be Shiki? Shiki! He has magic circuit in his eyes. But I don't even know he has a lot of magic though. Right? Can he even supply Len mana? He has it in his eyes, but I don't even know if you could he actually have it, you know, flowingly, where he could just give it away. Whatever. Let's continue. Yeah, condition down. What does that mean? That was day 34. So we're gonna go with day 35. Alright. Excuse me. Okay. This is the first time we're going to school in a while. So we're going to school. We're going straight to Arc apartment. Do we chat? Peacefully go to school. Okay. Maybe I'll drop by at the courtyard. Visit Len. We don't say anything to Len. Okay. Excuse me. It's just another day. Alright. Steal some from Senpai. We're going to steal lunch from Senpai. Can't investigate an empty stomach. It's just a... Wait. No, I must attend class diligently. Okay. And then, what do I do now? Go out into the streets. What's up? We go to Seo Senpai place. Alright. Alright. Since going back straight to the mansion is boring, I'll briefly show my face at her apartment. I arrive at Senpai apartment in the residential area. It's very likely that Senpai is still at school this time of the day, but I should at least knock on the door. I knock twice. There's no reply, nor Senpai. Ah, she's really not here. Haha. I laugh as I grab the door handle. Click. The handle rotates as if unlocked. Huh? It's not as if. It is unlocked. Fitting with her image as suspicious, fighting priestess, she boldly is careless. What if a burglar breaks in Senpai? I complain at her boldness, but at the same time, I'm amazed by it. But, I say that, but what do I do now? We go in, dude. We're gonna go inside her closet. Right? Hide in the closet. Ooh, inside the closet, is it? Of course, I'm not looking for a secret savings, but something more like the real contents of the closet. Golden underwear. Huh? Am I hallucinating? My mom moved on his own in the front of the closet. It's a feeling of evil that penetrates deep into one's brain and blurs judgment. Revelation from long ago get trashed. Impulse replaces reason. A foreign personality that also goes by the name of complete destruction. When a human being is poisoned by such a thing, he, even if it's only momentarily, acts like a different person. So that's my reason. Excuse me then. I clapped twice and opened the drawer. Ooh. It's surprising the perfect content of the closet don't shine. Really, Senpai, this collection is really special. From traditional white to subtly changes its color and shape, and soon it goes to the territory other than white. A bonus point for separating them into specific categories with dividers. Dang, she got Pacific underwear. It's nice. It's looking at a box full of expensive chocolate. Ah, I do my best to keep myself up despite an incoming headache. It's heaven. The manga that said there's a heaven inside the closet is definitely true. Thank you. Thank you, God. Wow, this is a string. Then he's still looking at her lingerie from daytime all the way till evening. String. Right. I guess she wears this when she goes around in her robe. Whoa. Whoa. I thought it was the only piece of string, but Senpai really is a girl. And I move on to the drawer on the bottom. Braziers are standard and nothing really catches my attention. How unexpected. There's not that many of the sports type. Huh? Why is it unexpected, Tohno-kun? Oh, no, that's because Senpai always moving about. I thought she would prioritize movement over other things. Huh? Why does movement take precedence, Tohno-kun? That's because Senpai breasts are big. If she don't secure them definitely, then the enemy might have the advantage. That is quite inconvenient. I would imagine so. We laughed together. But it's about time to get out of this fatal situation so my neck won't be saying good morning to my shoulders come tomorrow. The floor creaks as I turn my head. So how is it now, Tohno-kun? What you really mean to say is how I want to die, right, Senpai? Well, I didn't have any bad intentions. I was just waiting. I slowly placed both of my hands on the drawer. He is not bad and not a devil, nor one of guilt. But I could not forgive. That would make a good tombstone epitaph. Wah! You're serious, Senpai? Still, you're hot-tempered. Still, you're not acting like an adult. Are you that idiot woman? Gah! Still, Senpai exhales a breath of fire. Chance! Ha! I bring out the two hands in the drawer and do a hooray. And all the underwear does a little dance in the air. I see an opening. Sha! I slide past Senpai and barge into the kitchen, then almost roll down the stairs and head outside. Wait, Tohno-kun! With a very stern face, Senpai comes out of the room. but I can't let this chance go to naught. Ha 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 ha! I'm not waiting! Let's meet again when you're calmed down a bit. Don't you think you can get out of school and scout tomorrow? Ignoring the volley of curses, I escaped the apartment. Damn, I can't believe he lived. What a man. Shiki's a god. This guy's cool. I like Shiki. When he found Arc underwear, she wears gold. Ciel was everything. Nice. And once I'm certain that she's not following me, I take a breath. Ha, ha, ha. I normalize my breathing. That was dangerous. Even though it was a small prank, how did it get so big? I can't even tell whether the time was good, whether there was some higher force at work. Well, it's over with, so I shouldn't worry about it. I guess I can't meet her for a while like that. I remind myself to keep an eye for senpai presents tomorrow. Dang, lucky for Shiki, there won't be a tomorrow. The day ends. I crawl into my bed and blankly stare at the ceiling. Maybe I was tired, but fatigue overcomes my body. But I'm not thinking of falling asleep. Middle of the night. In the middle of the night, I go on as if following the noise of an insect. I lean on the fence at the flower bed. I suppress my breath and gaze intently into the darkness. The noise of the bird flapping from afar. The sound is close, but I cannot see it at all. It could be a black crow that blends into the night. I exhaled forcefully. I vomit everything in my lung. I empty my head of oxygen. And so I force my mind to be able to think and concentrate on one thing, heightening all my senses at the same time. I can already kind of tell what it is. Nanaya Shiki is a nightmare Tohno Shiki fears. Nanaya Shiki came up because it's the most impressive nightmare Tohno Shiki has. The thing that crushed that in one hit cannot possibly be Tohno Shiki nightmare. The other side of the world that I can only observe with my glasses off. The two eyes that can see death completely comprehend the image of the world death. And it's only at that time that appears. That the answer is clear. This is realization of death. It's a cancer cell that invades the one dreaming this world. And since it's a realization of death, the observer sees it as the image of the ultimate death. Crimson, red, vermilion. The monster of which, even after sifting through the bottom of Tohno Shiki memories, only an outline can be imagined. The men who exterminated the family called Nanaya, who were hiding in the mountains a long time ago. The existence that should not be thought of and cannot be overcome. So as the image of death, it appears. An inviolable monster that's been defied inside me. So it's a death god for Tohno Shiki. Can I win against that? I think it over many times. The situation where I could go against it. The preparation of attack I could possibly do. The tactic to survive the first attack. And the most effective counterattack that follows. The possibility of defeating him. I cannot imagine. I go over the scenario many times, but I can't even imagine giving it a single scratch wound. Even in my head, if this way. For example, I think about the best possible situation. When I'm up against it, at the exact right moment, an airplane falls from the sky on top of it. The plane has a malfunction and dives straight into it like a missile and explodes upon impact. I win. This is my victory. Just as I think that, it appears as if nothing were out of place. What am I supposed to do with such a monster? I doubt whether one can kill a death god to begin with. If that's the image of death Tohno Shiki has, then it can never be defeated as long as Tohno Shiki has it. Tisk. When I look down, my fingers shiver pathetically. My body is simply shivering from fear. I hug my body that won't stop shivering and stare at the darkness of the night with all my might. If I don't even try, then my determination will wither and will be swallowed before the attempt. Suddenly, the darkness between the trees shakes. Without a change, without a sign, the girl in black coat appears. She comes out of the forest and trots towards me. Even in dim light, her face seems white. Hey, do you want to sit down? When it must be something urgent today. No? Even the act of shaking her head seems pitiful. Maybe it's because I had my senses on the edge until now, but I can tell that although she tries to hide it, she's trying very hard to appear calm. She doesn't leave. I said she has something she wants to say. She gazes this way silently. For some reason, I have a lot of things to tell you, but I forgot them. I'm always a very forgetful person, so I tend to forget when the exact time comes that requires me to remember it. Right, I'm always forget. But even so, I have something I want to say. Thank you for everything up until now. There's a lot more to say apart from this, but this isn't the one thing I wanted to say the most. I smiled. To her who overstrained herself, to her who used her last power to maintain this dream, even though she remained lonely herself. I could feel the anxiety in her gaze. She is somehow protesting against something. It was her intention from the beginning to prevent that. Yeah, I'm going to try to fight him. I know myself that I can't win using normal tactics, so please don't paint me with such eyes. I try my best to look calm, and reply as if nothing were out of place. Her gaze has even more anxiety in it now. Her eyes speak. If you stay and live this way, there won't be any problems. But why are you doing such suicidal things? You don't have to notice anything until you wake up from your dream. But why? Yeah, really, why am I doing this? There are many reasons. I don't think any one of them is critical reason. That's because if this world gets maintained past this point, she'll disappear. And if I let him go loose, then death will spread and me sleeping outside would die as well. Maybe that's part of me inside that wants to have the final battle with him. But all that feels like they're only secondary reasons for me to fight him. The gaze still pierced my cheek. And to reply that gaze, of course, I think part of it is self-preservation. But aside from that, I have this feeling that I have to defeat him. Because if he exists, then this dream can't continue. I don't really understand it fully, but I tell him my true reason. I'll tell her my true reason. The questioning gaze retreats. She stands still for a moment, then she looks at me with the most determined eyes I've seen yet. The black coat flutters. She seems to bow silently, and then I don't know what that happened, bro. She presses her lips on mine as if to say goodbye. It's so sudden that my body freezes. The feeling of finger presses against my cheeks. Lips meet. The animalistic contact that seemed to say that I really wanted to do it, so I did. She really, almost pitifully, liked me. You gotta remember, bro, she's a cat. That goodbye kiss puts love in bodily needs to shame. Then on let's part, and the girl disappears completely. If she had run like always, then I could have at least chased after her. But like this, I can't do anything. That child. I don't follow her. Even though I know she wants to do something as ridiculous as defeating him before he and I can have the battle to decide it all. No, you can't go. I mutter as my consciousness sinks. There is no reply. The child went on ahead of me to where he is. What is this? That child cannot win against him. I may have a slight chance, but that child definitely doesn't. Because that's... My consciousness stopped there. It's waiting for me in the forest. The places where death is imagined. The place where Tohno Shiki cannot escape. That is the dream ending stage. To me, too. To the small girl who ran there with her small body. So I must hurry. Even though I have to engrave it in my own body, even if I forget everything, I have to remember I have to go to that place as I fall into darkness. Oh shit. I'm almost out of water already too, bro. Dang. The final battle. With Kohaku too. Kohaku showing up for the final battle. Let's go. Mushroom dress. That's the key item. Hey, if they announce key item, does that mean I unlock something? I don't think I unlock anything. That's weird. I don't know why she said mushroom dress. Alright, let's do it. That was day 36. So we're gonna do, yep, this is it. Day 30. Wait, that's my bad. This is day 36, the last day. No, it's not the last day, but I guess the final battle, I should say. Maybe. We are going to stay at the mansion. No school today. We don't need school. We're going to do it. We're going to finally go to the Nanaya forest. The final battle. I run. Gripping my knife, I try my best to calm down. My breathing and head into the forest where he is waiting. The scenery changes, and I pass the point of no return. The death raging about in front. A monster that couldn't stand up against anyone before. A magical beast that didn't even hurt anyone before. Even once. I could not imagine defeating it. A red ghost. Excuse me. The heart beats a level stronger than it usually does. The brain controls reason. And the heart only follows the command of the brains. Such nonsense was probably in some textbook. Reason by brain, but there's no mistake that a heart controls the instinctive feelings. Excuse me. Because even when I bring all my reason to beat down my shivering, my body does not listen. The heart outs reason and freely spread confusion and terror. Darkness shoot through the veins as if shot out from the jet engine. The whole of my body shakes as it spreads to the extreme mites. I run as I choke it down with my reason. The body cannot comprehend. Thus it cannot listen to the reason in face of fear. Nature sends an impulse for the body to run away in face of death, and the impulse is strong and accurate. I beat down the impulse with reason and run. It is only natural for the heart and breathing to lose composure. Breathe that would make one crazy. In one's own consciousness, it is against the natural way to go towards something one has recognized as death. The body responds to this blasphemy by enraging itself. Embracing the paradox of destruction, I run. Right before I make my final decision. I cannot guarantee to overthrow the enemy, but there is one thing I can do to prepare. Third, not caring for the preservation of my body, letting hands and feet be destroyed, I can hone my movements to utmost sensitivity. A movement that can make one feel like getting hit by one Achilles heel each time. What the heck? That's pretty cool. Against an attack intended to cause destruction of one body, it should be a fine defense. This is the third. That is the third. 3 hits probably will be alright this body can take. 3 chances. We do not know when I will have the chance to avoid my opponent magic and hit his pressure point. But 3 is my limit. There is no 4th. It has to be one of the 3 hits to take him down. And so I step into the darkness. A dark forest. The ancestral family that made its home and perished here. Oh, Kouma! Oh, shit! Len! There lies a ghost with an eye patch and the corpse of a small black cat. This is the worst. I didn't think about it, but the shape so strongly resembles. It looks like a thrown out garbage bag. You're dead, Kouma! My breathing stopped. My enraged body, it stopped, and not even the fingers respond. Maybe paralysis. Mind and body are both paralyzed. Dude, this OC's new. Thoughts were blank. The corpse lay by his feet. He probably had no mercy. I knew he would be merciless and cold as he did it. If I end this dream, there will be the child's end. That I already going to kill you. It was something from the heart that went against reason. It was the worst curse to the opponent standing in front of me. He disappears from my vision. The feeling of revenge is gone. There's no signal. This is what suits this fight the best. I came with the sound of cutting wind. It's too late to recognize it by eye. Wake up! It's in front! The love of energy impels my heart. If I hesitation, he sends his magic towards my face. Gah! Transferring all my strength to my left foot, I slide my body using only my legs. Muscles are torn. And following is the whirlwind of death that passes by, a paper whipped away from me. His casually extended hand carried the force of a raging train. Ha! But I avoided it. Even such an arm is useless if one avoids it. He still holds his right arm out, and limp after injuring my left foot. This is the first. No! Would this chance be big enough? Would this chance be big enough? No. Remember, he's quicker. The reaching left arm slices by my side. You! Once more, I put all my weight into my left foot and jump to the side. That's the end. The feeling in my left foot disappears. At the same time, the old tree falls with a loud noise. Monster. I'm running to the shadows of the tree to hide in this blind spot. The result is this. The tree falls from getting hit by a simple dull arm. The falling tree and the fluttering leaves. My vision is blurred, and if I stay here, I'll get swept in by the falling tree. It's disadvantageous either way. But in such a situation lies the only chance. Just a second. Do I wait? Do I attack? We wait. Second time. I parry the falling branch with my knife. I run in front of the falling tree. It's like running in front of a collapsing building. I can't make a fatal hit on him in this condition. First, I must put some distance between us, affirm his position. Oh! Ha! I dot my eyes. Below the falling tree, not caring for the falling parts, the glitter of his eye aims for my neck. Gah! I bellow out from my neck and twist my body. I rotate my body like a shrimp to avoid the lightning fast hit to my front, and immediately, a thunder slides to my wet stomach. The left leg cannot take it anymore. The body that obeyed my inconsiderate request so far, the nerves fast like never before. They're past their limit. Ha! I firmly grasp my knife. The street where if each of us reaches out, we could grab the other neck. The third time. Do I wait? Do I wait for the third time? Gotta wait. You know why? Oh, you can't go all the way back, but remember he said 3 chances. So we gotta wait for the third one. My body leans to the left. The left foot cannot buttress my weight. Any more slides, and my body falls to the ground. Ha! Crash. My back hits the ground so unelegantly. Withstanding the pain, I open my eyes. On top of my head is the form of a death god going after a prey that can't even run anymore. It's the end. Without a doubt, this is the end. As I determined earlier, 3 strikes were at my limit. This is the result of not getting a chance to defeat him in those 3 strikes. The sight of the death god comes down. The moment I get caught by it, my head will be crushed. There probably won't be any pain. It's a monstrous strength. Without even hesitating, it'll be crushed in one flash. I probably can't even realize that I'm dying. Ah, so this set. Then there's not much reason to fear death. How stood of me to realize at the end that demonic hand that comes into view. But in one corner of my eye, there's something that looks small and soft and in pain and breathing by moving his stomach. The impact comes. This is the end? The end is this? This can't be, because my right leg is still working, and I'm still holding my knife, and I'm still conscious, and haven't sustained any injury. In essence, I haven't done anything. You. Don't be stupid. I still have. Vent. Their arm reaches towards me. As separing it, I still haven't fallen. I slash it with the knife in my hand. Sparks fly. The still little knife hits the steel of demonic magic. Ha! The knife grazes his arm. From my falling down state, with strength from only my right ankle, I rise like a dragon and exchange blows. Even though I did it myself, it should have been impossible. Dang. But it's not the time to marvel at miracles. His hurricane arms are still reaching for me. I give everything to avoid that arm that would otherwise crush the life out of me. The attack immediately follows to where I avoided to. Another miraculous evasion. Even though only his pinky finger touched my left shoulder, the bone and the skin of that area is gone. Just the pinky too. Ha! Even it touches instant death. Those ridiculous missile-like attacks continue. The distance is so close I can feel his breath. We're almost close enough to hear each other's heartbeat. And from that distance, the storm of death continues to charge at me. Ha! Ha! If he touches me, it's over. Although avoiding the seventh attack was a miracle in of itself, my body naturally avoids the eighth one too. Ha 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 ha. My nerves are so rattled that the corner of my mouth curls into a smile. But even then I avoid. Ridiculous. Who said that 3 is my limit? I can still fight. I can stand against this monster and endure. I'm not backing out against my image of death that cannot be avoided at all. For the first time, he shows a human reaction. His left arm flies towards me. It grabs my stomach mercilessly while my body still tries to recover from avoiding the blow with the right arm. At that moment, my body collapses. Dang, he just died. What the hell? Dull pain flows through my back. It stops when I run into a tree. I vomit blood pumped in my heart and affirm that I'm still alive. Stomach. I looked at my stomach to see a grotesque sight. It's in a condition that made me sick just thinking that it's part of me. It makes me wonder whether more than half of my intestines is missing. You, don't act all and mighty. He stretched his left arm, grabbed my stomach in. Ooh. In an instant, squished most of it. As if that were not enough, he lifted me easily with one hand and threw me all the way here. Cut. Those blood stains. Are they from my body? The lower half of the body managed to keep up with my upper half. No. Before that, I should say that I'm glad to be still alive. But that is strange. His arm should be fatal. But why can't he kill me even though he's done so much to me already? He appears. I breathe deeply. There's still some air left in my lungs. Again, I realize this is the last moment. After I started going against him, I never taken a breath. How ridiculous is this? I can't fight that way, much less kill him. Are you still alive? He finally started to speak. He seems to be collapsing from self-hate. He, just like the killer Nanaya Shiki, is the image made by me that matured. And now he's capable of speech. With that, victory is decided. You're being annoying. Do you get that stubborn life from your father? Oh! He approaches while speaking. What are you talking about? I take off my glasses. Oh, I can see it. Just like how I forgot to breathe. Did I even forget that? Because I was so scared of him. This is the end. Go to your afterlife. He comes within my view and slowly stretches his arm. Grab. The monster arm grabs Tohno's Shiki hair. I beg of you, stop. Full of regret, I consciously shout. You're begging? Don't disappoint me too much. What did I make? This. Don't speak anymore. It doesn't do anything unnecessary. This eyesore fake. My body stands up. He lifts me up by the hair. He looks strangely satisfied at the near-death state of Tohno Shiki. Die. You die. I cut the arm that was holding my head. No, to be exact, I cut its line. The monster retreats. It was over before that. Because before he could realize that his arm was cut off, I swung the knife into his heart. Of course, that is where his point is. Now that I think about it, when I said nonsense like 3 hits, I could not have gone up against my death. Because I could stand up. Because this was mere outer shell of the image of death that I had in my mind and nothing more. So the longer I stood up against him and deflected his attack, the image got weaker and weaker. In the end, it fell to a pathetic third-rate monster. Why? What do you mean by why? It disappears. It might be temporary, but stuff still disappears. It's a simple reason. The real one was nothing like this. Or is that a taunt? It seems that even the image of death in my mind, which cannot be transcended by anything, can't stand up against those red eyes of death perception. What? Red eyes of death perception. Now disappear. Even were to fight him, it won't be a place like this. Do you understand? Never appear in this form again. I swung my knife. In a flash, it disintegrates and gets dissected into many pieces. 17 pieces. My body falls to the ground. Right. I don't have a stomach right now. If the injury is this bad, it might be faster to come back after dying rather than coming back in the morning. This is unsightly. It's only these things this time. Ha! I'll just let out my complaint. Well, even that should be the end. This might be a temporary emergency treatment, but death is removed nonetheless. In the corner of my eye is a black cat that sprints up and trots busily this way. Well, it's solved with this. This world won't collapse now, and when I speak with that child, everything would be over. But I can't talk normally at the moment. So it's goodbye for now. It wouldn't be too bad to share the happiness where you live. What now? Repeat again? But this time it's white. Did we die? I don't know. I don't think I come out of water. Get with this. Hey, it's Seo Senpai. I don't think that was the final fight. He said that it was removed temporarily, right? Coma, death. So maybe he'll come back. But curry rice was the lucky item. Okay, that was day 36. Let's go to day 37. Here we go. Whoa! What the hell? Whoa! Are we awake? What is this? And so I dream without ever getting tired of it. Oh no, we're still in the dream world. A refreshing morning. A soft sunlight and the curtain that swayed gently in the wind. Wait, where are we? Are we dreaming or is this real? I can't tell anymore. In a white and clean hospital room, the person sleeping without any worry is myself. Really. He's sleeping without any realization all the pain I went through. I went to hit him. But then my discharge will postpone as I will get laid by someone who reflects harm in himself. Whoa, who are we? We're not Shiki. Oh, okay, let's keep going. For now, the best thing to do would be to keep my silence. But it's a relief. The wound doesn't seem like anything serious. I bet we'll arc. The bandage over my head isn't all that great. Wait, are we Shiki? Whatever, let's keep going. How many stitches was it? I wonder. But I can't tell from the body whether I went through surgery. I want to hit him? Aki probably just went through a lot of things to prepare this private hospital room. So there's no reason why I should be been scared. Shiki can open his eyes now, if he wants to. It wasn't an accident big enough to make me wonder the gates of death, but it's not a wound that's enough to make me wonder the gates of death either. So that image of death wasn't an enemy to begin with. So, that's weird. Right, that's weird. If Shiki was alright, then there should not have been a reason for the image of death to come out. Wait. So, I guess from this scene, Shiki can wake up whenever he wants to. But he just goes back to sleep. Because, I mean, it's probably nothing to do in a hospital. And I guess he's just going to chill with Len then. I guess we're chilling with Len. Stay at the mansion. This is day 37 in the dream. I guess we go back to the dream world. So, I wonder what's left now. We still haven't found out about the naked senpai. You know, Seo senpai in a robe, which with the crotch tattoo. Well, you couldn't see a crotch, but she has a crotch tattoo. We didn't see her. We still haven't. We're not complete with Hime too. There's still some stuff missing, so maybe we're gonna wrap those things up. That's probably what's gonna happen. I'm tired of the mansion. I'm going out. I especially want to settle things with Hime too. Honestly, go to Arc Place. No, I need to calm down and go back. What? What happened? No, I'll pass. Oh yeah, we're going to sleep with Arc. Nah, we're not sleeping with Arc this time. No, I'll pass. I came in just after waking up, so I can't sleep anymore. Suppressing my lust, I replied with a reasonable answer. Yeah, you might be right. Arc assents. She became weak when I speak with reason. Alright, I'll let you go. It won't have any meaning if I can't sleep with you. But it'll be different when I want to sleep with you. I won't back out then. She pouts with her lips, and then falls asleep immediately. I step out of the room, careful not to wake Arc. The sunlight blinds my eye. The sun above my head feels good in its own way. Maybe I'll go for a stroll. Changing my plans, I decide to stroll in the park until lunchtime comes. Okay, now we're in the park. So, what do you want to do in the park? We'll go back to the mansion. Okay. And now that we're in the mansion, let's go visit Akiya. Alright. I decided my course of action for the afternoon. I move quickly to execute my plans. Trudge. I walk to the destination at my fastest pace. Lobby inside Shiki walks. There's something wrong with the grammar, but there's no time to care about such details. Isu just ran to the library. Kaku-san's voice comes in from outside. She jumped from the window to the first floor. Isu, you do it too. Kaku-san order that comes from outside defies all sensibility. What the? As I'm about to look out from the lobby. It's dangerous! Get back, Shiki-sama! With that shout, someone sprints down for the eastern hallway. Who the fuck are you? Oh, it's Arc! Oh shit! I'm like, wait a minute, who is this? Oh, it's Arc. I noticed her hair. The shock causes my lunch to revisit my what's that? Esophagus? There you go. Again. You! What are you doing here? My voice stops. If I do ask, I think I'll be cursed for many days on end. Hello, Shiki-sama. How are you feeling? Every pretended voice, Arc lightly grabs her, what's that, skirt? Him? Shiki-sama, don't you like this look? You seem to like it an awful lot when you force Hisui to wear it too. You weren't sleeping in your room or something? Yeah, I woke up so I came to visit. Hisui was changing clothes, so I took my chance. Oh! She stole Hisui clothes. I always wanted to try it. Arc happily looks down at her maid-out uniform. And from the same hallway, Arc sprinted out of quieter, more careful steps come this way. Shiki-sama, please restrain that person. Already caught up. Then, Shiki-sama, if you need anything, please call. Arc bows and runs up the stairs. Her skirt flutters flirtatiously. There you go. Totally different from Hisue. Oh, wow! Let's go! We finally get to see Hisue in another outfit that's not a maid. Thank God! Well, I think we saw Hisue in a white dress, but only like a CG form, right? At the very end, in her ending, she wears like a white dress. But we didn't even get to see her face. Did we? I don't remember. Look, the point is, it's nice to look at Hisue in new clothing. She looks pretty good in ARC uniform. I like that it's probably bigger than her. I think that's why it's pretty cute. You know that really, where it's like the sleeves are too long. I think that's pretty cute. Shiki-sama, where did that person go? Hisue comes into the lobby, breathing heavily. Hisue is wearing art clothes. They seem too big for Hisue. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The neck is especially loose, but it is unbelievably cute. That's what I'm saying. Hisue, that's... I open my mouth. And then, Hisue, I can't see you. Where did you go? Kaku-san shouts through the speakers. And then, I can't watch this anymore. I'll give the orders, so Kaku, please go in. You two will chase after the thieving cat. The murderous attempt, Akia voice. Shiki-sama, please answer. Where did Arcs go? Arc-san. She went up, but Hisue before that. Shiki-sama, I'm sorry. Until Nessa and I catch her, we can't be of any help to you. She shoots a sharp glance up to the second floor and sprints up. Wait, are you going? What are you doing? Hisue Kohaku. There's a gunfather used to use under the roof. I don't care. Open fire! I will not forgive you if you let this chance go to waste. Suddenly, the commanding voice of Akia gives an absolute command direct to battlefield. The mansion suddenly turns into an amusement park. But, what's going on? Alone in the lobby, all I could do was mutter those words. That was really nice, bro. Damn, Hisue in the sweater? The turtle sweater. What do you call it? Whatever, bro. The sweater, bro. That's really nice. I like that. Alright, what do we do? We're going to have dinner at the mansion. And then... the hallucination at the end of the world. Now what? We killed everyone. Imagine the end of the world. The truth behind it is the image of death trying to bring destruction to the world. Why does such a thing exist? Why does this world want to be killed? The answers are already known. This today is a dream Tohnoshiki is dreaming. A dream that child, the black cat, is maintaining for Tohnoshiki. There can only be one reason why such a world would end. That is, the person dreaming this world is dying in the real world, so the world itself is falling into destruction. That male, the person that drew as I willed, is acting as the most absolute image of death, as running around the world, causing it to die. It's not that the person was killing the world. Rather, Tohnoshiki just put an arbitrary form to the destruction that is spreading throughout this world. But then, why? Right? I must decide this with the person who represents death. Tohnoshiki defeated the person, so the destruction of the world must end. But the image of death does not disappear. The world is dying. Tohnoshiki isn't dying. The realization of nightmare spoke. The main character Tohnoshiki is the image of someone. What? What? What the fuck? In the end, he's nothing more than just a guest actor. Then who's the main character? That's not Shiki. And then, in this happy dream, who is it? What the fuck? What? Damn, you gonna end it like that? I guess we gotta know the next day. Who? What? And this isn't Shiki Dream. Who is it? Does that break the fourth wall? No. Or I don't know. It depends. So Shiki's the guest character. We gotta find out who's the main character. We'll find out. I don't know when. Soon, I guess. We'll start day 38. Let's start day 38. The truth. So the truth explain. It's weird. The truth, I don't know whose perspective we're in. It looks like we're like Shiki, but also look like we're Akia too at the same time. So the truth is a little bit confusing. This is weird. I don't know what to do. I'll be honest. I don't know what this means. I guess I should save just in case. I'm actually confused on what to do right here. I'll go to school, see what happened. And I'm gonna go to ARC apartment, see what happened. And then I'm gonna go peacefully to school. Okay. Maybe I'll drop by in the courtyard. Oh! I think I understand. You guys can't see it. But it's because I'm using a guide, right? That's how I got here. It has blackout stuff. And I was wondering why the choices would black out. Everything beyond this point is brand new. That's gone like. Okay, I get you. Yeah, so everything beyond this day, this entire day is going to be brand new. I'll drop by the courtyard. Maybe I'll meet that child again. Oh, it's because of Len. Maybe Len will show up or something. I expected the air at the courtyard is refreshing. One might call it a morning tranquility. Since most students go straight to the main building from the gate, there's usually no one in the courtyard. Excuse me. Space of solitude. Excuse me. The courtyard looks as serene as always, but it lacks the presence of the child. What am I doing here? I shake my head at my own worthless action. I can't help the child by coming to this place. That place. If I don't meet that child in the dark forest, it won't do. Oh, dang. Don't tell me. Is Len gone? She disappeared. It's just another day. And then, still some from Senpai. And then, no, I must attend class diligently. And then, go on into the street. We're going to look for Len. And then, Seo Senpai place. Never mind, we're not going to look for Len. Maybe we'll look for her at night. Excuse myself. It's unsafe to leave the door locked, so I'll watch her house until she comes back. She'll probably come back in 2 hours when the school closes. She probably won't be mad. Alright, then I decide to investigate. Investigate what? Saying that, I step inside. The kitchen smells like it's actually been used quite a lot. Even though she's busy, she does all her house chores. It's different from ARC where I'm the only one who uses the kitchen. There's laundry left over, but I guess that's sort of cute too. There are unwashed dishes in the sink. School during the day, patrolling during the night. I really can't blame her for these trivialities. Alright, I'll do it for her. Splash splash. I'm unexpectedly tired. As I wrote down my previously rolled up sleeves. Really, putting all the dishes in the bathroom sink? Would she learn to do such a thing? If she starts doing it again, she'll probably fill up the tub too. Well, I guess she lives alone, so it won't get that bad. But then again, she's a woman, so her room's clean. That's weird. Alright, whatever. Phew. I lean on the cushion and excel. I look for the TV remote, hoping to watch until Senpai returns. A part of her shirt that peeks out of the closet bothers me. In a crouched position, I clumsily trudge across the room to open the closet. It all falls out. Towel, shirt, sheets, underwear, things like that. Of course, it's clear that they're all waiting for the washing machine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bird under the pile of laundry, I frown. A normal male student would be swayed by the underwear that comprises about a third of the whole pack, but what is this? A better judgment, an unusual sense of responsibility, and kindness take over. Well, she's going around at night taking care of dead apostles and their underlings, so the contents are unspeakably dirty. With the fact that some shirts are torn in some places, stained with blood doesn't really arouse my feelings. Without a word, I gather them up and put them in a container. Senpai House doesn't have a washing machine, but thanks to the numerous apartments around, there's a laundry place only a little walk from here. With 4 batches of laundry, I head out of Senpai apartment. Look at housewife Shiki, I like that. When I return, the scenery is crimson red. I'm unexpectedly tired. I think I already said a similar thing a little while ago. And in addition, it's not a literal mistake. Wow, it's past 6. Senpai's late. I won't stay here forever, but an hour or more won't hurt. Since I already leached off her, maybe I'll make some food for her today. She'll be surprised when she returns to find out that everything's been clean and the meal has been prepared. And so I open the refrigerator to search for ingredients. Beef, potato, and onions are plenty, but they lack fish and other vegetables. It really reflects her taste. Stew would be possible. Potato, onion, carrots, and beef. I decided with force. Something like spice for the stew is probably non-existent in this house. So I run to a nearby store. Boyo, 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 boyo. As I pop boyos, I sit down and read a novel. The name of the book is The Tohno Family Con Game. What? I find it on her bed and it turns out to be very funny. It's already past 7. I don't think I can hold out much longer. Aki and the others are probably waiting for my return to have dinner, and Senpai doesn't look like she'll show up soon. Tisk! I'll leave her a note. It's unfortunate that I couldn't see Senpai, but this might become the basis of good things to come later. Let's see. There's stew in the pot. Curry will make your temper harder to control, so try some fish too from time to time. Alright, it's done. And I signed Tohno Shiki. Alright then, let's go for a run. I start running. It's past 7. If I hurry, then I should be able to arrive at a forgivable time. That's it. Then we never met Senpai. I was hoping she'll come home, but she never came home. A little bit sad. That's fine. Something I'm not forgetting. Something that I'm forgetting. That's it. Dang, we never met Len. You think she's dead? I don't think she's dead. Right? We saw her breathing, right? I think she's alive. I hope she's alive. She's alive. Because everybody's alive in Melty Blood. I was going to say because Melty Blood, right? She's alive. But then Nero's alive in Melty Blood. And Roa too. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't use Melty Blood as an example. Sleepwalking series. I am not pronouncing that. Okay, fine. Echo, Azarok. I don't know what that means. So, with that was day 38. Before we continue, we can do the Tohno Family Con Game. You guys can see it. Oh, I'm covering some of it. This is called the Tohno Family Con Game. Oh my